When you suffer any kind of discrimination, you should not be silenced. You cannot control the sea, but you can surf the waves. Every single day you fight to find a balance in your life. I don't see myself as a crazy person. I don't see myself as an insane person. My name is Célio Dias. I am black. I am a gay man and I have a mental issue. I'm a human being and I have the right to be respected.
Célio Dias is one of the brightest talents in the world of judo. However, in recent years, the 26-year-old has struggled with mental health issues and schizophrenia. Born in Portugal in 1993, to parents from Guinea-Bissau, Célio was adopted at 1 month old by an Angolan couple. He grew up in the tough neighborhood of Almada, on the outskirts of Lisbon. Raised by an all-white family, Célio experienced racial prejudice at school when his teacher divided his class of 6-year-olds into black and white children.
She called my colleague to go to the board, and my colleague was very nervous and couldn't spell a word, and she smashed her head against the board and she felt and she peed on her pants, and it was so tragic.
The incident motivated Célio to prove that his teacher was in the wrong. He increased his studying and was soon top of the class. The teacher then reunited the segregated group. An active child, Célio took up judo as a teenager after being encouraged to do so by the mother of multiple European judo champion, Telma Monteiro. Within a year, he was national champion, but he was never able to escape discrimination. At one competition, Célio overheard the coach of a competitor describing him in deeply offensive racial terms.
And for me, it was a shock. Oh my God, I cannot believe that I'm hearing this type of comments. But for me, it was something that triggered my motivation. As soon as I stepped on the mat, I said, hell no, I will not lose this match.
And Célio didn't lose that match. In fact, he carried on winning and began to compete internationally. Around this time, age 18, he started modeling part-time too. In his late teens, Célio was also coming to terms with his sexuality.
Being gay was an added stress because it was something at the beginning. I always realized that I was gay since the early ages, but in a certain point of my life, I didn't want people to know that I was gay because I was afraid of their reactions.
On the judo mat, Célio's career was progressing well. He finished 7th at both the World and European Championships and was selected for his first Olympic Games in Brazil. Going into Rio 2016, Célio was one of the favorites for a medal in the men's 90-kilogram category. In the first round, he faced the unheralded Celtas de Soyovo of Benin. Early in the bout, his opponent stunned Célio with an ippon, and it was all over. 4 years of hard work ended after just 1 minute. The loss was the catalyst for Célio's spiral into depression.
I think that the stress of the Olympics, of the losing weight, to be on the top of my shape, all those kind of pressures, these little pressures, at the end generates a big pressure. And for me, it was the time that everything just collapsed. Basically, I lost the connection with the reality, and I start to have hallucinations and conspiracy theories.
Célio had lost control. Luckily, his friends stepped in and took him to hospital. He was admitted to the psychiatric ward. 11 months of depression followed. Eventually, Célio returned to competition and he finished 9th at the 2017 World Championships. However, that remains his most recent performance, as his psychosis grew worse in early 2018. He began to hear voices telling him to kill his family and friends.
Imagine if I was with you, I just started thinking, why you don't hurt Chris? Why you don't kill him? Why you don't do something bad to his physical health? And for me it was a completely mind change, because it was something that popped in my mind and I couldn't do nothing about that.
The psychosis became too much, and in August last year, the fear of actually hurting a loved one caused Célio to attempt suicide. Hospitalized once again, he was prescribed a strong dosage of the antipsychotic medication Zepleon.
I used to be more energetic, but this medication slows me down, and it's something that I really need at this stage of my disease, because it's important not to have hallucinations, because having hallucinations is very tough, because you cannot distinguish what's real and what's not real. The main problem for me is that medication affects my coordination. And to do judo, you really need to be very coordinated and very accurate about the decisions that you make. And at this stage, I'm not able to do that.
However, when Trans World Sport filmed with Célio, he felt inspired to take his tentative first steps back onto the judo mat. Although his depression often leaves him unable to get out of bed most mornings, the goal of resuming his career has provided Célio with a glimmer of hope.
I think that I won't be able to do the next Olympic Games in Tokyo, but perhaps on the long term I can go to the other Olympics, and of course I'll go to do my best. I am motivated to go for my dreams, and this is the most important thing. To keep the passion, to keep the love, to keep the fighting spirit. And I have all of these inside of me.
Since we met up with Célio, his medication has been reduced, and he is steadily continuing his judo training.
I want to do judo, and for me it's something that will happen. I just need to be patient. This medication is really strong, but at the same time is a really good medication because it keeps me on reality. And one day I'll be free of it, and I can't wait for this moment. And I'm really happy.